Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn about flow work. So like the other form of work, flow work is different from all other work. Why? Because if there is a any control volume system, that means if you take any channel like that, if you take any channel like that, so there is a some fluid is in and flow is out. So to responsible for the fluid, to responsible, what is the response? So if there is any flow, that means there must be energy. That energy which is required to flow the fluid, that energy which is required to flow the fluid, either the flow is into the control volume or either the flow is out to the control volume, that means to continuous motion of the fluid, to continuous motion of the fluid from the two cross section, it must be required a energy, and that energy is known as flow work. So how can you express it mathematically and along with the physical? So like closed system, control volume involve mass flow rate. Since if there is a closed system, so there is no any mass transfer, but it is a control volume, so there is a mass is in and mass is out. So with respect to a control volume, the quantity, that means a mass also will enter to the control volume. So along with the mass there must be energy to require, because this is a mass, and if you displace the mass, that means if you move the mass from one cross section to other cross section, there must be energy, and that energy is known as flow work. That means control volume involve mass flow. Control volume involve, that means mass flow across the boundary, and some work is required to push the mass into or out from the control volume. So what we can say that, we say that in control, for a control volume, for a control volume, mass flow, right? If there is a mass is flow across the boundary, so for the flowing of mass, work is required, work is required to push the mass into or out of the control volume. So a work is required, that work is known as flow work. Flow work or also called flow energy. Flow energy, right? Also called flow energy, right? So for that, if you take any control volume, this is your control volume. If you take, there is a control volume. If this is a control volume and this is your control surface, that means boundary of a control volume. This is your control surface. Okay, that means the mass which is in, it should cross the boundary of this control volume. The mass which is out will cross this boundary. So for that, so to maintain the flow, why the flow work will require? To push the fluid element. Why the flow work will require? To push the fluid element. Why we are pushing the fluid element? Why we are pushing the fluid element? For continuous flow, for maintaining maintaining a continuous flow, maintaining a continuous flow. So to obtain the relation of flow work, so for obtaining the relation of a flow work, we consider a fluid element of volume V. We're taking a fluid element here. We're taking a fluid element here. If we're taking a fluid element, we're taking a fluid element. This is a fluid element. That means if you take, this is our fluid element, this is our fluid element. Consider a fluid element. This is our fluid element of volume V. The fluid immediately upstream, this is your upstream and this is your downstream, force this fluid element to enter the control volume. So if this fluid element will enter to the control volume, so you require to push. Why? Because this fluid element is try to entering to the control volume. But how can you say that this fluid element will enter to the control volume? So you imagine that there is a push. That means there is a immediate this fluid, we take a piston. We take a piston which is required to push that fluid element. So if this is your piston, immediate piston, if you take, this is your piston, this is your piston, imaginary piston, this is your imaginary piston to push. That means we apply a force here. And what is that? We take a cross section area A of this fluid element, right? So for that, now a fluid element is so small, this fluid element can be chosen is sufficiently small so that it has uniform form properties throughout. And we take, this is our length of the fluid element L, which is displaced. If you take this your length of the fluid element, if the fluid pressure P, and like that there is also here we take a piston here, this is your piston here, this is your piston, imaginary piston, this is your imaginary piston, also required if this will move in this direction and this will move. That means if there is a this fluid element, see, if this fluid element will try to enter, so you apply a force immediate, and that this is your cross section of the fluid, you know, mind it. If there is a channel and if this is a fluid element, so this is the in very infinite number of the fluid element which is lying in a Q manner. So if this element will try to enter into the control volume, that this fluid element will try to push. If this fluid element will move to the control volume, this fluid element try to push. If this fluid element will move to the control volume, this fluid element try to move. Likewise, all the fluid element will push together so that it will finally enter to the control volume. So if this fluid element will take a piston, imaginary piston, and we push this fluid element into the control volume. So let the this fluid element have a volume V and fluid pressure P. P is the fluid pressure. That means this is fluid element. This is the cross section here. This is the cross section here, and this is the cross section in which the fluid will act. So over this there is a force F will required. So this fluid element have volume V, the pressure, flow pressure P, and mass M we take. This is the property, and uniform throughout the cross section. Uniform throughout the cross section. Right. We take assumption. Why assumption? It has uniform property throughout. Right. Why? Because the fluid element is very small. So what is the force will required? So what the force applied? So force applied on the fluid element by imaginary piston, F is equal to P into A. And what is the P? What is the P? P is like this one. If this is your channel, so this is your piston, this is your piston, right? The force F, and this is a cross section area A, and this is your force F, pressure P. So what is the force will required to push this element? This is your element, this is your element. So what is the force? This force will require to push this element. So this is the force, this is the force to push the entire fluid element into the control volume, right? So this force must be act through a distance. If we push this element into the control volume, so this force will must act throughout a length L. Why? Because this element will going into the control volume, that this length will finally in, that means this fluid element will enter to the control volume. So this is your length L. So this force will required how much distance? This is L distance required to push the fluid element. So this force must be act through a distance L. Thus what is the work done? So work done in pushing the fluid element, pushing the fluid element across the boundary. Pushing the fluid element is known as flow work. So denoted by W, flow is what? This F through a length L. And what is F? P into A into L. And what is the A into L? This is the area. This is the area A, projected area A, and this is your length L. So the volume of the fluid element. So P into volume of the fluid element. This is your volume of the fluid element, which is entering to the control volume, you are leaving to the control volume. So this is the flow work. That means pressure into volume, and what is that? Kilojoule. This is your flow work, which is required to push the fluid. So what is the work? So the flow work per unit mass is obtained by flow work per unit mass. What is that? Pressure into a specific volume. This is your kilojoule per kg for unit mass. For unit mass, what is the flow work? This is the flow work, right? So this is flow work relation in the same whether the fluid is pushed into or out of the control volume. So this is the flow work to push into or out of the control volume of the control volume. So this is the flow to maintain. That means if the fluid is flowing, if the fluid is flowing, so to maintain the flow, P into a specific work will done by the fluid element, by the fluid itself, to maintain the flow of fluid pressure P, right? So one important point is here that, see, the flow work W flow is nothing pressure to a specific volume, and pressure is the property, specific volume is the property. So flow work is the property of the system, of the system, and it is point function, point function, right? So you can imagine like that, this is your, see, this is your into the control volume. That means this is your control surface, this is your control surface, right? And there is a fluid element, this is a fluid element, this is your fluid element of pressure P and volume V, and this is your control volume. So this fluid will enter to the control volume, we required a flow work per unit mass, right? Before entering, before entering, and this, if this is your control volume like that, and this is your control surface, this is your control surface, so this element will enter to the control volume, this element will enter to the control volume. After entering, again there is a flow work of pressure P and volume V, this is your control. So after entering, so flow work is the work, so flow work is the work needed, that means flow work is the energy, you can say that energy needed to push a fluid into or out of a control volume, and it is equal to P into a specific. So this energy will required to push the fluid, right? So For that, we know that in general, if there is a control volume system and there is a channel which is in and this is a channel which is out from the control volume. So if we take, this is our cross section, this is our cross section, and this is our cross section. So we know that energy in minus energy out is equal to delta E of the system, and this energy is due to mass transfer, heat transfer, work transfer, and this is energy due to internal energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, right? So if there is a mass will m, so along with a mass, if there is a, suppose there is a heat is into the system Q and work will develop, and there is a m in, there is a m out, like that. So in this case, what is the in? Heat and mass will in. Now what is the out? Work and W. So here we can write that energy balance, energy due to mass, energy due to mass. So energy due to mass, what is that? Energy in Q plus mass out into energy. That means what is the energy? Why? Because this is when the fluid is flowing, there must be a energy which is required to push that mass of the flow. So along with mass there is a energy which is transferring, and along with mass there is also energy of the fluid E in, and minus W out, or along with a mass there must be energy, is equal to dEcV by dt dot, put here dot. So when the mass will in, so in any system when the mass will in or out, along with mass there must be energy, by which energy contained by the mass, and that energy is E, right? So this is your m dot is kilojoule or kg per second, and this energy joule per kg, this is your joule per kg. So kg cancel, so what is joule per second? That means watt, that means this is your watt. So this is your dot, this is your joule, Q is in joule, Q dot in joule per second. If there is a joule per second, m dot into E, that means along with a mass there must be energy. That means if there is a mass there must be energy. We detailing like energy balance in the next video. For that we are applying such type of a equation for which we satisfied all the value. This is the energy balance, right? Thank you.